It was a while ago now, when it was anchored on the hilltop, that green-plated scaffold. I tell you, it hurts my eyes. In the evenings, the red light slipped through the curtains and into my kitchen. They say, if you don't have anything to hide, and I didn't, but I couldn't always see the tower up on Glasdrummond. I could hear them listening on the phone, watching while I cleared the table and washed the dishes. One evening, I was making myself a sandwich, and the light still shone across my table, so I picked up my bread bin and took it to the window and slid open its cover. There, just some soda files, a brown loaf, but that wouldn't satisfy them. So I opened my press doors. Look, some sugar and Barry's tea. I showed them the bone china, the Royal Doulton cups and saucers. I'm sure they like those. They're English, aren't they? In my bedroom, I gave them a look in the bedding box. It's been in the family longer than the boarder's been there. See? I pointed with my hand. Cream cotton sheets. They were a wedding gift. Beautifully ironed and smelling of the lavender soaps I'd hidden between the folds. I held the soap to the window as if in offering. I displayed the contents of my wardrobe, the bakery uniform, blue pinny and blouse, my husband's old post office shirt. And then I had an idea. I waved my white nightie on the end of a mop like a white flag. Surely this was a signal they'd understand. And my rosary beads, I wasn't hiding those. They were hung in the window. They sent two of them round to complain in their camouflage outfits with berets instead of helmets. I said good morning and asked them if they were having a nice day. Wasn't the weather glorious? One coughed and told me to stop exhibiting myself, and I said, wasn't that what they wanted? They clearly hadn't understood my message. That night, I could see them from the garden, up there, like gods crouched on the hilltop. So I placed a few things on the lawn. I tell you, it was a beautiful job to do in moonlight and infrared. I brought a photo of an aborted calf and one of the car that had crashed into the bollards and a branch burnt by the emissions. I laid them out on the grass, and in the middle I placed a photo of my husband with the tributes laid where he'd been shot, the cards and flowers, and his name in carnations. I placed them all on the lawn, and the red light flashed over them and around them, prodding them, and still they would not see. Thank you.